In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, the most gracious, the most merciful. In the previous discussion, we talked about the mental health. Indeed, mental health is by far the most important thing ever for us because our physical health depends upon it, and it has a lot of contribution as far our physical health is concerned. This psychological health actually protects us from the bad habits, and the bad habits are actually responsible for the bad health, usually, not necessarily in each and every case. Plus, if a person is having a bad thinking, if a person is negatively thinking, this means that she will indulge in the negative activities and into the bad habits, and these bad habits are actually going to make those people physically ill as well. They were psychologically unhealthy first, and now they have become physically unhealthy as well. So it is very important, and very important indeed, that we people remain positive. As much positivity as much possible should be incorporated, should be internalized, and then we need to participate, we need to start, we need to carry on, we need to participate in the positive activities, because these positive activities actually are a kind of oasis in the desert, and these positive activities are not anyway lesser than oasis. And I think so, keeping putting aside both of these things, as far the positive thinking is concerned, positive thinking is absolutely necessary, and apart from it, along with the positive thinking, we need to carry on, we need to take along, we need to stay practical as well, because practicability, because being a pragmatic person, it is equally important and equally necessary as well. Because if at all we are a careless person, if at all we are not so practical and pragmatic person, we might have to suffer the big troubles. So two-third of our thinking should be positive enough, and one-third of it should be practical enough. Positivity and practicability should be taken along, should be carried along. After that, we need to carry on all sort of positive activities, and then last but not the least, we need to search the positive people who are the aware people, who do talk positively. I think we need to dig them out, we need to search them, we need to stay with those people. Positivity is essential, and without positivity, we cannot launch and carry on the positive activities. Along with the both of these, we need to search, we need to find the positive people with whom we can talk positive, from whom we can listen positive, because being alone and not in the companionship of the positive people, it is actually going to disturb us, it is going to disturb our psychological health, and once the psychological health has become disturbed, automatically our physical health too will become disturbed as well, and we cannot stay healthy as far the physical health is concerned, unless and until we are psychologically healthy person as well. So we need to become a psychological healthy person on the one hand, and we will automatically become a physically healthy person on the other hand, because as far the psychological health is concerned, the people who are not psychologically healthy, they will start the negative activities, and these negative activities will become their habits. And if at all their negative and bad habits have been adopted by some of the people, automatically they are going to fall sick physically as well. They cannot stay healthy physically at all. Finding the positive people, spending our time with those people, I think today it has become, in the modern age, it has become quite easy, because we are carrying the cell phone, the smartphone in our pocket, and it is very easy to stay in touch with the people, to establish and to maintain the contacts with the people. The people who are positive enough always spend the spare time you do have, always like to be in the company of the positive people, because these positive people actually are going to leave a very healthy effect upon our psychological health. Although it does not take, as far the material things are concerned, people are unwilling to share it with the others, but as far the positive talks are concerned, people do not hesitate to share it with the rest of the people. So in that sense, we can collect the diamonds in shape of the positive thoughts. We can acquire it from our surroundings. We can find the people like this one, and we do need to find the people like this one. We do need to stay in touch with the people like this one. We need to talk to those people. We need to listen to those people, because all the time we do spend with the positive people. It is something, it is not anyway lesser than a blessing. A blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Living alone, it is not the work of everyone else at all. Spend your time with the positive people, find companionship of the positive people. Living a lonely life, it is not good at all. It does not go into our interest at all. So for that reason, it is important enough not to stay alone, rather to keep spending our time with the positive people. If at all we are unable to find the positive people, it is far better to indulge into the positive activities, reading good books, listening good talks, writing something good, recording something good. Whatever positive activity you do come across, it is really important to avail it. And not only this thing, positive people are a great blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I think we shouldn't be losing those people, shouldn't be taking those people for granted.